as well. All right, guys. So, first of all, I know the people who came here are here for two basic agenda, right? So the most of you who are here for like either you want to handle a current project in your current company, which is in Azure data engineering background or Azure fabric background, right? Or you are here to basically switch your profile. You are working in some other domain, and then you want to switch your profile to Azure data engineering. That is the basic agenda. And before the demo itself, I was going through all the question, and I generally note down all the question which people have before coming to the demo. So I was writing all the question, and here I have written all the questions. And during the demo, I will try to answer each and every question, so that after the demo, it's very very clear for you guys, like how I can basically target Azure data engineering, because like I am working in Azure data engineering background from 7 to 8 years. So I can guide you in a proper path, uh, so that you're not confused, right? So we will go through each and every question one by one, and then if you have any question left or something is not answered during the demo, you can anyways ask me, right? So sometimes people have a general question about Azure has a job opening or not, why Azure only, and what is data engineering, and how you can switch to Azure data engineering. And sometimes there is also a question that, hey, I am a fresher, like can I switch and learn Azure data engineering, and I have a career gap, can I go and switch to uh, Azure data engineering, and then I have a 5 to 10 years of experience, how I can learn? And then sometimes there's a question regarding, hey, I am from Power BI background. Should I learn Azure Fabric, or I should learn data engineering? Or I am from SSIS background. I am from Informatica background. Can I learn, and how I can learn, right? I am from sales and marketing background. Coding is required. How much coding is required? SQL and Python will be taught or not? How we will do projects? Where we'll practice? And then sometimes there's a question about like how we can approach the interview, how we will handle the scenario based question in the interview, right? And then yeah, so sometimes like regarding the salary expectation, you have question, right? So all of these questions I will try to answer during the demo. So please pay attention. Like this demo will go for 1 to 1.5 hours depending upon your questions, right? And while during the demo, I will also give you the chance so that you can ask question, right? So all of this question, I have tried to frame it in this particular manner, right? So first of all, we will go through each and every section, right? So we will just first go with why cloud, what is cloud, why Azure, and then we'll go about like why and what of data engineering. Then we'll go about why and what of Databricks and Spark, and then we'll focus on what are the tools you can learn, like ADF, Databricks, Spark, Synapse, Fabric. And then coding is required, how much coding is required, who can learn, roadmap, course and project recording. So we will go through each and every section, and then I will also give you the chance so that you can ask question. Currently you cannot unmute yourself, but uh, while during the demo, I will also give you the chance so that you can ask question. Okay. So suppose when we complete the first section of why cloud, what is cloud, tools to learn, codings required or not, then I will stop and you can ask question. Then I will try to cover up with the overall roadmap, and then you can also again ask question. And then I will cover up the salary part and other things, and then you can ask question, right? So during the demo, I will give you the chance so that you can ask question. All right. And am I audible to everyone? Somebody saying that my voice is breaking. Can you please confirm in the chat if my voice is audible to everyone? Okay, fine. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So during the demo, I am regularly checking the chats. So if you have any problem with the presentation or anything, you can anyways ping on the chat and let me know. Okay. So this is about the overall flow of the demo, right? And so please be with the demo, please be attentive, please listen to each and everything. At least after the demo, you will be very, very clear how to basically switch and what are the right course for you, right? So because there are many things going on in the market, like Microsoft is also like launching Fabric, there is Azure Data Engineering, there is Spark as well. So there are many things. So what is best for you, that I will suggest you, and then we will go through each and every section, and then we'll understand everything, right? So please pay attention during the demo, and in the end of the demo, I will also give you the some exciting offers so that you can basically get started and register for the courses, right? All right. So let's. So first of all, I will go through the website, and then we'll go on agenda by agenda. Okay, all right. Till the time website is opening. Uh, all right. So first of all, I will give my introduction so that you guys know me. Okay. Uh, so all right, I am Abhishek Agrawal. I am Microsoft certified Azure Data Engineering engineer. I have total 8 years of experience totally in Microsoft Azure background. I have done my graduation from NIT Raipur in 2016. And after that, I have done multiple projects in Azure Data Factory, Azure Databricks, Azure Synapse Analytics, and PySpark, Spark SQL, and all of that. Currently, I'm working in Aldisud in Germany as Azure Data Engineer, right? So it has been 2 to 3 years. I started training on Azure Data Engineering engineer, and then it has been like I taught around 3 to 400 people into this particular domain, how to switch and how you can learn the complete data engineering engineering like projects, and how you can project yourself in the interview and all of that, right? So during my training, I try to provide what I do in the company, right? So this is what I try to basically provide and offer during my whole course curriculum. So this is a brief summary about me, right? So I will be the host and also the mentor for Azure data engineering courses, right? And with me, Vale Morgan will be giving the training about Azure Microsoft Fabric. So, Vale, would you like to introduce yourself, say a few words about you so that everyone knows about you as well? 1 second. I will give you option to unmute, and then you can unmute yourself. All right, Vale, I think you can unmute yourself now.
Hi everyone. So this is Vale here. So I have like around 15 years of experience, and then last 8 years I've been working on data engineering, and then before that I was into backend development. So I worked on AWS, I worked on Azure, and I've been using Spark and ETL data engineering for around 8 to 9 years. So I've been using Spark from version one, and on I've used big data and then analytics, data engineering. So like I work with different enterprise and then startups. I've worked on multiple projects. So I've worked on data platform, like machine learning platforms also, and then data engineering, data lake, data warehouse, modern data platform, different architecture, design, development, everything I've worked. So, as I have experience on AWS and Azure, and I've used Databricks and then Snowflake. So I've been using all the data platform. I have good experience on working in various data platform, and I've been in last to 9 months. Microsoft Fabric is very new to market, and then I have been implementing it for my current work, and then for building a data lakehouse architecture, and then working on migrating from Synapse to Fabric project, which I have been working on. So I have good experience on Fabric also. So that's about myself.
All right. Thank you, Vale, for the introduction. So now I will continue forward with the agenda. So, all right. So first of all, let's start with why and what of cloud and why particularly Azure, right? So I will talk about that for some time now. Let me open. All right. All right. So let's talk about like why particularly cloud, right? So in the past days when I was in college, right, I used to go to the like internet cafe to basically use computer and then also like pay for some of the software in the internet cafes, right? So I used to and also I had like CDs, pen drive, and all of that where and hard disk where I used to store the data, right? But now I no longer basically use a pen drive and use the CDs and hard disk and all of that. And reason being that I upload everything in the some sort of a drive storage because it's basically convenient for me, and at the same time I watch movies in Netflix and all of that. And why basically I do that? Because if you think about it, like it's very convenient, right? So first of all, it's very convenient. I whenever my storage is full, I can just upgrade it very easily, and I can buy a new storage, right? That I can do. And like if I need to like if I need to watch any movies, I can just like go to Netflix and watch those movies instead of downloading. And then if I want to share with anyone any photo or anything, I can just make a link and share it, right? So when you think about it, every individual is switching to the cloud because of its advantage, right? So because the collaboration is very easy, the upgrade is very easy, the data loss and recovery will be also handled by the cloud service provider and everything. So if you think about it, every individual is nowadays switching to the cloud. And reason being, when every individual is switching to the cloud at the same time, the all the big companies as well are switching to the cloud because of its advantage, right? It's you can just go to the cloud and then you can opt for any of the resource. Suppose if you want a SQL server, you can get the SQL server right now. If you want like some sort of orchestration tool, you can get some sort of orchestration tool very easily. So upgrade is very easy, scalability. So you can you can basically upgrade is very easy. It's easy to collaborate with others. You can implement and get any cloud very easily, right? So because of all of these advantages, every individual, every company is also switching to the cloud. That is why cloud is important, right? It's important to learn cloud at the same time. What is cloud? Cloud is nothing but a practice of using a network of remote server hosted on internet to store, manage, and process data rather than your local computer. You're not accessing your local computer, you are accessing someone else's computer, right? Provided by um, Microsoft, GCP, Amazon. There are many cloud players in the market. So you're not accessing your computer, you're accessing someone else's computer, and on demand in pay as you go model, right? So you can opt for any of the service on demand, and you need to pay how much you use it, right? That is why cloud is important. Now there are many cloud player in the market, right? You have Amazon, and then you have Microsoft, you have GCP, right? So you have many cloud player in the market. Now let's come to the second agenda of it, right? So why particularly Azure, right? So I am in this particular Azure background from past 8 years, right? And when you think about it, uh, every company uses a Microsoft product, right? So suppose if you think about, so I have many good friends working in Google as well, right? So there they build everything in house, but at the same time they have tool like Office, Microsoft Office, Excel. So Microsoft has a very good like corporate penetration. So every company uses a Microsoft product. So it's easy for Microsoft to basically market Azure, and also Microsoft has a very good partnership with OpenAI and then ChatGPT. So which makes Microsoft a powerful company, and at the same time Azure a particular very powerful cloud platform. And coming to the opportunity wise, every cloud is good, right? But I am in this particular Azure background from past 8 years, and coming to any like job switch or anything of that sort, I don't face any challenges. When I was in India, I was so whenever you want to switch your job, it's anyways difficult. But at the same time, when like you should get an interview call, right? That is more important. So I was able to get interview call in India, and also I wanted to go abroad from India. So I thought of applying in like in European country and all of that. Then also I was able to like crack opportunity in Germany. So it's doable. Okay, there's opportunity in every cloud, but like I am from Azure background, so I never faced the challenges when I want to switch into to a Microsoft Azure domain. But like AWS is also good, GCP is also good, and all of that, right? Now let's understand why and what of data engineering. Okay, so first of all, people are targeting data engineering, but they are not so clear about what is data engineering. Okay, so we will talk about it because sometimes there's a confusion that, hey, in data engineering, should I learn about CI/CD pipeline or not? Should I learn about dashboarding? Should I learn about the admin stuff or not? Right? So it's very clear, like what is data engineering, so that you are in the right direction. Okay, so I will talk about what is data engineering, and then we will learn about tools which you can focus on, and then what are the starter tool you can start working on. That we'll discuss after that. Okay. All right. Hello. Is my voice echoing for everyone, or no? It's echoing for me. Okay.
Yeah, Abhishek, you can put everyone on mute.
Okay. All right. 1 second. All right. Thank you, guys. I will share my screen again. All right. I hope you are able to see my screen. So let's understand why and what of data engineering and what is basically data engineering, right? So I will take this particular very like I will try to explain data engineering in very layman terms so that everybody who is here can basically understand the data engineering, right? That I will try to um, explain. So now suppose I will just take an example of I have a friend who wants to open like many retail shop in Bangalore, right? For example, so he thought of opening a retail shop in Balandur. He also thought of opening a retail shop in BTM layout. He also thought of opening a retail shop in Whitefield, right? So he has a retail shop everywhere, right? And then his business is like it has been 2 3 years he's working on in the shop, and after that he's a techie guy. In the past he was a techie guy, so he thought of using the data and to understand like how his business is performing and all of that, right? So that he wanted to understand, so he wanted a particular dashboard kind of a thing where he can understand gross sales, or he can understand EBITDA, he wants to make a dashboard in which he can understand the business, right? Overall business, how the business is performing. So then he reached out to me and asked, "Hey Abhishek, you are already working in cloud domain. So can you tell me how I can be, because currently to understand how business is performing on day-to-day manner, I try to reach out to all the people who is managing, and all the people who is managing finance in this particular retail shop, to send me the report daily, and I need to collate everything, and I need to present a particular like it's my daily task. So and I want to make it automated so that I don't need to collect the data from everyone. Don't need to store it somewhere, and then I don't need to create some sort of visualization graphs and all of that. So I want everything to be automated. The data is coming, and then once I open a particular a window, everything I can understand in the dashboard. This is what I want. And I want a cloud solution. So I basically suggested, hey, in this particular overall use case, you basically need two people. You need a data engineer, and you also need a particular person who can make dashboard for you, right? So in this case, what like how he can solve the problem? He first of all needs to load the data every day in a particular storage so that it's collated at particular place, right? It's collated and then merged at a particular place, and then at the same time he need to join the data and all of that. So first of all he needs to extract the data and upload to a cloud storage, right? And then at the same time he needs to transform the data. Transform as in he need to make joins in the, suppose there are multiple excel files, so he need to join the data, he need to merge the data, and all of that he needs to do to basically collate the data. And then once the data is collated, and once the data is a centralized place, he needs to someone needs to make a particular a dashboard kind of a thing, right? So this is what a particular data engineering is. Data engineering is all about extraction of the data, data migration, and at the same time transforming the data to make it ready for the visualization, also for the predictive analytics. So that is what the data engineering is. Data engineering is all about extract, transform, and load. So to make the data ready for the analysis, that is what the data engineering is. And after that I will tell my the guy who is handling the grocery store that, hey, once I will prepare data, you also need to reach out to a guy who can basically make a dashboard for you. So a particular Power BI guy or data analyst is also needed here. So in this particular use case, the data engineer job is to extract, transform, and load. Like he will extract data from all the system, load it to a cloud storage, and then make it ready for the visualization. So that is what the data engineer will do. What is data engineering? Data engineering is basically finding the right data for data analyst and data scientist, developing a extract, transform, and load process to automate the workflow. Data engineering is also building data marts, right? And then making data pipelines, making sure the data quality is good, making sure the code quality is good, making sure that the pipelines which is running on day manner, it's running efficiently, performance is good, right? Data lineage, and then the data flows are very good, and then he's also documenting everything. That is what the data engineering is, right? What is not data engineering? Data engineering is not, right, so building reports, building dashboards, or managing or deploying CI/CD pipeline, right? And then so suppose my uh, the person, my friend who is handling the grocery store tells me, hey Abhishek, I want to understand how what will be the sales in future, or I want to understand how to order a products in future, I want to basically understand the future. So that is not data engineering. Data engineering is not about predictive analytics. Data engineering is not about building dashboard and all of that. Data engineering is all about creating the data for data analysts and data scientists so that they can work on the data, right? And then for the whole infrastructure, right, suppose he also tells me, here Abhishek, I want to maintain the whole infrastructure in such a way that I want to authorization and authentication is also good, the security and networking is also good, and all of that is also like part of a admin, not a data engineering, right? So suppose if you know CI/CD pipeline, it's good, but if you are planning to learn data engineering, don't start with CI/CD pipeline. If you're planning to learn data engineering, don't start with reports and Power BI, those things, right? So first learn data migration and also learn data processing, which is actually data engineering, right? So this should be very, very clear that what to learn, okay, and what is data engineering, because sometimes people start with some other things and then they are not heading into right direction, right? So you should start with data migration and also data processing, which is important for data engineering. Okay. All right. So now we will go to the second agenda of like what are the tools you can focus on in data engineering, right? So I will open a slide for that. 1 second. All right. So for data engineering, if you see this particular diagram, right? Over here, if you see, so for the extraction part, we generally use data factory and also we use Synapse Analytics. Now it is a bit old slide, right? So now we also use Fabric, right? So for the extraction part, we have a Fabric, we have a data factory, we have Synapse Analytics. For cloud storage, we have a data lake, one lake from Fabric, and also for Synapse, like SQL Server, we have it, right, for the cloud storage. And then for the transformation, either you can use Synapse Analytics and Fabric for the transformation. You have a Databricks and all of this for the transformation, right? So these are the starter tool you should focus on. You should learn data factory. You should learn data lake. You should learn like your SQL storage. You should learn Databricks, right? And you should learn Synapse Analytics. You should learn Azure DevOps, right? And also you should learn Azure Microsoft Fabric, which is also Microsoft is working on it, promoting it. So beside this tool, you can learn Fabric, right? And these are the starter tool you should focus on, right? And then if you are further wants to go ahead, you can start with Stream Analytics, MariaDB, SD Insight, PostgreSQL, CosmoDB, all of that you can learn after that. But you should always and always start with Data Factory, Databricks, SQL DB, and then DevOps, Synapse Analytics, Microsoft Fabric is a starter tool you should focus on. Okay, and you should not start with the CI/CD process. You should not start with. Guys, please mute yourself. All right, give me a moment. I will try to mute. All right. So these are the starter tool you should focus on, and then these are the tools you can start learning in the first with along with Fabric. This is a bit old slide, so Fabric will be also there, and then you should start learning with Microsoft Fabric along with these tools, right? All right. So these are the starter tool you should focus on now. When I come back to the agenda again, so what are the tools you should focus on, and then in ADF, what are the things you can do in ADF? In ADF is all about 1 second. I will open the portal so that I can show you how everything looks. So I am opening portal.azure.com. All right, so this is data factory, right? If I open data factory, I can show you each and every tool, right, in a very short manner so that you can understand it. So if I go to data factory here, you can see I have like many pipelines over here. I have a full load pipeline. I have a delta load pipeline, so you can open and then show you the delta load pipeline. This is my delta load pipeline. So this is a data migration tool, right? So suppose if you can just attach a copy data activity over here in a very simple manner. Suppose if you want to copy the data from a source to sink, you can configure the source, you can configure the sink, you can copy the data. This is a data migration tool in which you don't need to write any sort of a coding, right? And then you have like the this Azure data lake storage, which is for storage generally, right? So suppose if I go over here, I can just store any kind of a data in the data lake storage. So suppose if I go to the storage account, I can open this and I can store any kind of a data in the data lake storage, which I can do, right? So here you can just go and then here you can store any kind of a data in data lake storage. This is a storage solution provided by Microsoft Azure, right? And then you have a Synapse Analytics. So suppose like in Synapse Analytics, my workspace is not created, but in the Synapse Analytics, you can also like migrate data, do the data processing. Now this is the Databricks space. So suppose if I go to the Databricks, so yeah, so in the Databricks is generally used for the data processing, right? So data processing using big data and Spark, right? So now let's talk about Spark in very short and in a very brief manner, right? So Databricks is built on Apache Spark, and what is Apache Spark? Apache Spark is basically a framework to process big amount of data, right? Suppose I will just open. So Apache Spark is open source unified engine for large scale data processing, which basically helps you to process big amount of data, and then it basically does the distributed processing and in-memory processing. What I mean by the distributed processing, right? So what I mean by distributed processing means that suppose if you have a problem statement, right? Suppose if I want to do 2 minus 2, 2 plus 2, 1 plus 1, and then if I want to process this particular problem, right? In the master node, it will divide the data into the different problem statements, right? It will divide your task and give it to workers, and then it does the distributed processing. It basically use multiple machines to do the task rather than one machine is doing the task, right? So that is what the Spark does, right? And Databricks is created by the creators of Apache Spark, right? In which you can do many things. You can basically, suppose if I go to Databricks workspace, if I go to Databricks workspace, I can do like data engineering, I can do ML algorithms as well, I can do the SQL processing as well. It's a one-stop solution for everything, right? Suppose if I open Databricks, I will show you. All right. So in data engineering, you can do data warehousing, you can do data engineering, you can do stream analytics, you can do data science and ML some as well. You can do all the tasks at one place, right? In data like in Databricks, you can do all the tasks at one place. So that makes Databricks also a powerful tool to learn, right? So this is about Databricks. This is about Apache Spark, and then I'm trying to talk about it everything in a very short and brief manner, so that I'm just giving you the background, and then you can learn from the background, and then if you have a question, you can ask me, right? So now coding is required or not, right? So how much coding is required? Suppose if you are not from any sort of a coding background, suppose I am from sales background, I am from marketing background, then also I can learn data engineering. And how I can learn data engineering? I should start with data factory in that case, right? I should start with data factory, Azure data factory, because it's a no code tool, right? If I'm not confident about SQL, if I'm not confident about Python, I should start with data factory. And data factory is one of the powerful tool which will give you the understanding of data migration, how you to migrate data without writing code, right? And then I can slowly learn about SQL, and then I can start with that. And then suppose if you start with the Databricks, you can start with Databricks as well. But for Databricks, you need some sort of a coding understanding, either SQL or Python, right? One of them. So if you are from non-coding background, you can learn data engineering, but you should start with Data Factory. But if you have some sort of a coding background, you can start with the Databricks. You can also start with Synapse. You can also start with Fabric, right? In that case. So coding is required or not? Yes, coding is required. But if you don't know the coding, you can start with Data Factory. But if you know the coding, you can start with Databricks and also Spark, and you can also learn Data Factory if you know coding. That's not a problem, right? But coding is not required for Data Factory particularly. And how much coding is required? So suppose you should know the basics of, like, suppose if I tell you, hey, these are the two data and I am making a join, I am applying a window function, I am doing a filtration, I am basically doing the data type casting, right? So if you know basic data processing, which is like typecasting, joins, where clause, filtration, right? All of that, if you have understanding, then you're good, right? So that is basically mandatory for doing day-to-day job in SQL or in Python, right? So this is what you should focus on. Now, who can learn? The fresher can also learn. 5 years of experience guy can also learn. More than 5 years of experience guy can also learn. And during the roadmap, I will tell you that, hey, if you have 2, 3 years of experience, what you can switch and how, which particular course you can target on. And if you have, like, I will talk about it in the next session, that, hey, like, if you have 2 to 3 years of experience, which course you can do and how much you can learn, right? And if you have more experience, how what you can do, I will talk about it in the roadmap section. All right, guys. So this is about why cloud, what is cloud, why particularly Azure, why and what of data engineering, why and what of the Databricks and Spark, and tools to focus on, and coding is required or not. And then who can learn? Suppose sometimes there's a question that, hey, fresher can learn or not? Yes, fresher can also learn. Fresher will anyways face a difficulty to find a job in any of the field. But if you basically learn relevant skill set and make your resume accordingly, you can also switch and learn, right? Without any problem. All right, guys. So now I will give some time to ask questions, right? So if you have any question related to what I have covered, you can ask me now. And like, I will take 3, 4 questions, right? So yeah, so if you have any question regarding what I have covered, but if you have any question regarding roadmap, courses, or anything like which I will be covering going forward, please wait for some time. But if you have the question regarding what I said, you can ask me now. Like, yeah, so I think, let me give you the chance so that you can unmute yourself. I think you can unmute yourself, guys. If you have any question, you can ask me now.
Hi Abhishek, I'm Shekhar from Abu Dhabi.
Mm-hmm.
Like my background is I'm not completely into data engineering. Like now I started recently. Like I was into traditional technologies like Informatica
Mm-hmm.
and normal Oracle and Oracle BI. Now from 1 year, 1.5 year, I am started working on Snowflake and you may heard about DBT, Data Ops.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I'm working on those two things. The
Mm-hmm.
thing is, market is not that huge here for those Snowflake and DBT here.
Mm-hmm.
Here, government has decided to move everything to Azure, Azure
Mm-hmm.
Data Factory and Microsoft technologies only. So I'm eager to learn this. I have some little bit idea on these things, data lake and why? Because right now we are using ADF to ingest the data from on-premise to cloud, Snowflake into the branch there. So
Mm-hmm.
ADF we are using.
Mm-hmm.
My I'm not good, 100% good. I know to extent of 40 to 50%
Mm-hmm.
copy activities, all these things.
Yeah.
Okay, my doubts here is like I want to be a full-fledged data engineering. Like I want to know learn Python.
Mm-hmm.
Like Python is I heard like Python is not required 100%. Like I should learn up to Pandas and NumPy only along
Mm-hmm.
with core Python. Is
Mm-hmm.
that true? Second question is like after that, what exactly the exact mostly used mass ingestion tools in the Azure
Mm-hmm.
Data Factory? Is it only ADF or do we have any other
Let's
things?
let's take one by one. So first question
Yeah,
is whether you should learn Python and how much Python you should learn. This is the first question, right?
yeah.
Okay. And do you know SQL already?
I'm very good at SQL and these things. Why?
Okay.
Because
So,
from for 13 years, 14 years, I'm working on that. I
mhm.
am very good at. I can write procedures also. No
So
issues with that.
see, if you have 2, 3 years of experience, right? For example, you
Yeah,
can manage with SQL, only SQL. But when you have more experience, like you have for 13, 14 years of experience. So when you want
yeah,
to like cater any job, people will expect that you know Python as well. So you
yeah,
should know Python, like the basics of Python, which is like, so you know SQL, right? You make many
yeah,
joins, you do the
yeah,
filtration,
yeah,
or
yeah,
so all the syntax which you generally do in SQL, if you can do in Python as well, basic data manipulation, then it's fine. Then you should start with Spark. You should start how PySpark work after that. But
okay.
yeah, so coming to your experience, I recommend that you learn Python. But the guys who are here having like 2, 3 years of experience or 4 years of experience can manage with one of the language, like 1 to 2 years of experience can manage with one of the language. But if you have 4, 5 years of experience, then you should know like two language at the same time. Yes.
Okay.
And then
And
what's the
slow,
second question?
Second question is here slowly company started adopting along with Azure Databricks, all these things, started implementing Fabric also. Like
Mhm,
I want to here the market is. I just want to explain. Like
mhm,
they will expect in a way like you need to know end to end of that.
mhm,
So my intention is like I know the part and parcel of everything. Like in Snowflake, I can write the code. But here the problem is I don't know Python, I don't know Databricks, I don't know anything. So and my timings are not suitable. Do we have any videos to start learning with that? First Azure
Yeah, so
Data Factory
we have
and
videos. Yeah, I will come to that section in which I will tell about like videos and all of that. I will also go to that section, so please wait for some time. Um,
do we really need Kafka also here?
no, we don't. So suppose, um, see, currently, first of all, you need to start with batch processing because many projects happen in the batch processing, right? So you need to learn
Hmm,
batch processing first, and then you need to learn Spark. There are
okay.
many things to learn, right? So but you should do step by step. So first you learn batch processing, you learn data migration, then you learn like the big data processing using Spark, right? And then you
Okay.
should know like the basics of Fabric and then how Fabric works because the Microsoft also is promoting Fabric, and we'll come to that particular section in which I will talk about like Fabric and those things as well. I will talk about. So you should, when you have like 13, 14 years of experience, and when you want to show this kind of experience, data migration is Spark, and then you should learn this Fabric a little bit. This is how you can start. Yes.
Data migration in the sense ingesting the on-premise data into the cloud Databricks, right?
Yes. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, hi Abhishek.
Yeah. Hi.
Actually, I've just completed my BTech in 2024. I'm a recent grad, and I'm currently exploring for the opportunities. And I have done a 6 month of internship as an analyst, and I'm
Mhm.
currently interested towards the data engineering. Can you just tell me about the future of data engineering and as being a fresher and recent grad, how is it hard to get a job in India as an entry level data engineer and all? And I just have one more question. Like you have just mentioned that you will be going to, are you going to show us how you perform your day-to-day task in your current company? And how's things gonna work in future considering the AI and all, and what the future scope of the data engineering in this field? Yeah.
Yeah, so now the data is increasing day by day for every company. So every company need a particular engineer to manipulate, collate their data, and then also do the processing. Now
Mhm.
coming to the AI question which you asked, so now I am also using Chat GPT and then the other AI tool, which makes me more efficient. So suppose like the task which I was able to do in 4 hours, I can do it in 1 hour now. AI will not like replace us completely coming to the like in future, but the people who don't know how to use AI will probably like, so the people who use AI will efficiently will replace us, not like AI will completely replace us, right? So the task will be more efficient. You can write code very easily. You can perform day-to-day task faster by using help of chat gpt. And then suppose um, like the previous the suppose if you know some sort of a sql, if you know sql already, you can convert your codes to python, and then if you know python, that you can convert your code to sql, and then you can do like you basically become more efficient. But AI will not replace like data engineers, and all of that will not happen. And then my daily task is working on the data processing and data migration, which I was showing, right? So I work on ETL jobs. So either data migration or data processing. This is what I work on day-to-day manner.
Okay, so I'm very much familiar with the SQL and Python. I can say that I am intermediate to advanced level on that.
Mhm.
So, is it too hard to crack a job in off-campus roles for a freshers for me? And basically, my major role that I wanna some crack some big opportunities or remote work. Uh, some Europe, I'll be targeting some European countries and probably USA. Like after gaining 1 or 2 years of experience, and how gonna it take to learn these tech stacks. Like I have heard about the data engineering field, like they have like numerous 200 or 300 plus something tech stacks.
Mhm. So see, there are 200, 300 service, but you cannot learn all of them. And also when you are a
Mhm.
fresher, people don't expect much from you. Though they
Okay.
write many things in the job description. So when you go to the job description, you will go mad. Hey man, like this is too much to know. But people don't expect too much from you. So you first of all need to learn a particular tool, either Data Factory or Databricks, to get started. Or like, you can also start with Fabric, right? So you choose one tool, like either Data Factory, Databricks, or Fabric. So you choose one tool, and then you can start with one tool first. And then if you do projects, if you work in the relevant skill set, if you make your resume accordingly as per your job description, then you will be able to get a job. As a fresher, what fresher, like suppose I was also a fresher in the past, and then I also done a off campus, I also got a job off campus. So the mistake which I have done in the past is not writing relevant skill set as per the job. So that is why I took some time. So suppose, yeah, if you're finding a job as a data engineer, try to write a relevant skill set. So suppose, yeah, I will write Data Factory, Databricks, and then I will and also be focused. So suppose what fresher do the mistake is sometimes they feel that, hey, data engineering is good, and then they start learning data engineering, but some friend got a job in data analyst. So they feel that, yeah, I should learn data analyst, or somebody got a job in data science, so they go and learn data science as well. And somebody got a job in like web development, so they go learn web development for a couple of months. So don't do that particular mistake. Things will be hard for you anyways, but if you like, because you're a fresher and then you don't have any experience, but if you make your resume, write a relevant skill set, be focused for 6 7 months continuously, apply for the jobs, then it's doable and you can do it. I have also done the same in the past. Okay.
Will you be helping us in getting opportunities or sharing some relevant jobs?
So I won't be helping you. I am a tutor, right? So I
Okay.
don't have any like contact with companies and all of that. But I will be sharing. I have a good network, a LinkedIn network where I get openings, which I share across, share in the groups, right, that I do. But like, yeah, so I will help you to do projects. I will help you to build project and then write the project, relevant project in your resume. But I won't be helping you with the job openings. That I will not help you. I will
Okay. I
help
just
you to
want to
make your
connect
resume.
with
Yeah.
you on the LinkedIn and just
Yeah.
get into the data engineering community.
Yeah. 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 So yeah, so you can connect with me on LinkedIn and then accordingly. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So anybody has any other question, guys?
Yeah, hi Abhishek. This is
Uh-huh.
Palash.
Mm-hmm.
I recently joined the Reliance. Before that, I working as a mechanical engineer from
Mm-hmm.
last 4 years. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently working on SAS, statistical analytical system.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I don't have too much experience on SQL as well as Python. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to learning that. So I got to know about the Azure, and I want to
Mm-hmm.
learn. So
Mm-hmm.
what should I do, and what should the uh, take my career forward in if I want to take in Azure? So what is the should I do?
Yeah, so if you don't know SQL and Python, you should start with Data Factory. We have a Azure Data Engineering course through which you can start. Okay. So I will talk about it now in coming slides, and then you can understand. Okay.
Yeah, okay, thank
Hi
you.
Abhishek, Shreya here.
Yeah.
I have a .NET background with 5 years of experience. I
Mm-hmm.
want to just know who earns more, data engineer or backend developer in coming years.
Come again, please. You are
So
a
I have
.NET dev. Yeah.
developer. I have 5 years of experience.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know. I'm keen like if I move to data engineer, let's say from here to next 2 3 years, will
Mm-hmm.
I be paying more than the backend developer, or I just want to know the pay scale for this data engineer
I will
stuff
talk
because
about pay scale as well um in
today's session.
coming. Yeah, yeah. I will talk about in pay scale in
Sure.
uh
Thank you very much.
So, Abhishek, you are not going to cover Python topics, right?
no, no, I
In
will not
this.
cover.
Uh,
I will not
do you
teach
have any
Python, and
videos?
either I will not teach. Yeah, so let me just answer this question. I will not cover Python and also I will not cover SQL. I will not teach you syntax wise that, hey, NumPy is this, pandas is this is where clause, this is all I will not teach. I will teach data
Okay.
migration and also I will teach Spark. And also I suggest don't take any course in the market who is saying that I will teach SQL Python in the course curriculum itself, because generally what they do, they take one class, two class in which they just tell you this is where clause, this is, which doesn't help. So if you want to basically learn SQL and Python, take by proper course of SQL Python, learn it for 1 month, and then like practice it, practice as much as you can, because language cannot be learned if you don't practice. But during
Okay.
the course curriculum, I will teach the concept, like a big data processing concept, data migration concept, but language I will not teach during the course curriculum. I will guide you like how you can learn. I will guide you with the questions how you can learn, and I won't be guiding you with these topics actually. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay.
All right. So
Okay.
now um, coming to the courses which we have. So I will go to the course now. 1 second. All right. So now, is due to some issue, website is not loading for me. So, but anyways, just try to go to educationellipse.com and then I will try to, like, you can open it on the site and then probably it is opening for you, but it's not opening for me. But I will talk about the course curriculum in a different manner. Let me open a slide, right, through which I can just go through the course curriculum. So now we have a Azure data engineering course curriculum. Okay. So this particular, and then you can also check it in the website, right? You can go to educationlips.com and then you can check it in the website, right? So in this particular course curriculum, Azure data engineering course curriculum, we basically um, offer like, so Vale, is it opening for you? The website is opening for you?
Yeah, yeah, it works for me. You want me to
So
share?
yeah, yeah, please share
Yeah.
the screen.
Can you enable sharing?
Yeah, yeah. Hmm. All right. Can you give me the control, Will?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So this is the website. This is the website, right? So it was not opening for me, but I will just go through the this website once so that you can understand. So as I told in the beginning, like in our courses, the whole course, like I am working in the data engineering background from past 8 years. Vail is also working from in the data engineering background from 14 to 15 years now. So this particular training is provided from the mentor who is currently working in the industry, right? So we are not like, so there are many tutor in the market who is just like providing the training itself, left the job. Sometimes, yeah, this is also good to focused, but like to be in the touch, and we generally basically upgrade our courses as per the current architecture diagram which we are making and then teach accordingly. So we will offer you the real time project experience, and then we will help you with, like, suppose whenever you want to get a job, you need to make your resume, you need to write relevant skill set, you need to write projects, right? So we'll help you with everything. We'll help you with the projects, we will help you with the relevant skill set, we'll also help you to make your resume, we'll also take a mock interview in the end. So it's a real time experience with the industry mentorship, with the interview tailored preparation, and also the batch is not like 100 students, there are like a limited students, and 20-30 students are coming and learning together, right? Which also gives a personalized attention. Now, why to choose us? As I told, that this is a personalized training and then hands-on training, resume preparation, and mock interview. And then I know all of you are connected virtually. So we also give a 7-day refund policy if you are not satisfied with the training. Like nobody asks for the refund for the training. It's like not satisfied with the training and then ask for the refund. But we give that kind of a comfort as well. And then we have a price guarantee as well. If you get a similar kind of a course in lower price, with all of this offering, you can anyways reach out to us and then we will match the course price, right? Then as I told that we have these courses, right? So we have a Azure data engineering course, we have a Databricks and Spark course, and then we have a combined the course as well. And then recently we are launching this particular Fabric data engineering course as well, right? So now you can tell me and you can ask me, Abhishek, which course I should go for, and there are so many courses, or like can you talk about it now? So now I will give you the proper guidance so that you're not confused which course is best for you, right? So I will give that particular guidance so that it's clear for you. And then we have a recorded content for everything, right? So you can check out the recorded content over here, right? So we are providing the recording of the courses if the timing is not suitable, and then that also you can do, right? So now let's talk about the course curriculum in a detailed manner. So first of all, I will open this Azure data engineering course curriculum. All right, so then this Azure data engineering course curriculum, today we are attending the demo, we are going through all the steps, right? So as I told that in this particular course curriculum, this course is ideal for the person who doesn't have any sort of a ETL background, right? Who doesn't know data processing, who doesn't know data migration, and then like who doesn't have a coding background as well, don't know SQL, don't know Python, right? You can take up this course. Because in this course we will learn about ADF basic to advanced level, and if you are a fresher, go with this particular course, because this course can be best for you, because you need to learn ADF. Data factory is a basic tool which you need to learn, and then you can be confident, you can learn about everything. And in this particular course curriculum, you learn about basic ADF basic to advanced. We will gain 3 years of experience, 2 to 3 years of experience. We will do 3 projects, and then you can also check out the demo video which I have took in the past to go through like this, right? And as I told, we provide the personalized learning, and then hands-on learning, resume preparation, and then 7-day refund policy and all of that, right? You can also download the course curriculum from here. You can also download the course curriculum from here. Let me open the course curriculum so that we can talk about it for some time. All right, so this is the course curriculum, guys. So now if you see, like I will be the trainer for this particular course, Azure Data Engineering course curriculum, right? And then what we will learn in this course curriculum, this course is ideal for the person who has zero prerequisite, new to Azure, right? Beginner, and then Data Factory, Databricks, Synapse, Fabric, right? We will learn about this. And then Informatica background, Power BI background, all of these guys can learn, right? And then we learn about Data Factory basics. We will learn about Git integration. We learn about full load, delta load, for each loop, data processing in Databricks, right? Medallion architecture, lakehouse architecture, key vault integration, if else condition, triggers, synapse analytics, data flow, and then fact dimension, warehousing concept. Then we'll start with fabric understanding, one lake understanding, data warehouse understanding, real-time fabric understanding. So this course is for the people who wants to learn, know about every tool, and then you're new in Azure, right? So you can know about all of these tools so that you're fully prepared, right? So the people who are new to Azure, don't have any data processing background, or don't have any data migration background, can take up this course and learn about it, right? And then we will do 3 projects so you can understand the project architecture diagram and all of that, right? That also you can understand. Now this is about the data engineering course. The people who are seeking for 3 to 4 years of experience can do this particular course curriculum, new to Azure, don't know any sort of a coding, right? And then wants to learn about everything, then you can take up this particular course, right? Now we have another course which is a Databricks and Spark course, right? So let me open this now. So now I think the people, some people are here who is focused in PySpark, right? So PySpark is very important tool, and Databricks is also important tool. So if you are focused and if you want to basically learn like big data processing in Spark and only Spark, right? You should take up this course. This course is for the someone who wants to learn about processing part, right? Processing part in a detailed manner. So you can take up this course, right? This course requires a basic understanding of SQL and Python, right? So which I mentioned in the past, to know database, you need to know SQL and Python. Without SQL and Python, you cannot do this particular course. And then in this course, we'll do 3 projects. We will all of this like USP is also there. You can check out that, right? And then the you can also download the course PDF from here. Let me open that. Yeah, so probably it's not this. 1 second, let me check. Yeah. So, and then this for this particular course curriculum, it's taught by me and also it's taught by Wales. So you can check out the course curriculum. In this particular course curriculum, we learn about Databricks, Apache Spark, RDD, Spark optimization, and then we learn about like Unity catalog, Medallion architecture. We learn about SCD implementation. We learn about like the UDFs, the catalyst optimizer, JSON handling, predicate push down, projection push down, all the optimization technique, and then we'll do the very latest lakehouse architecture. So it's a very lakehouse architecture. It's getting implemented in the company that we learn, and then we learn a old architecture as well to get understanding, right? So this course is for the someone who is looking for only big data processing and processing understanding, right? So this course is for those guys, right? Big data processing understanding. Now somebody is like the people who are here who are experienced, right? So you have like, so somebody was speaking a few days back from Dubai. This guy is like, suppose he's 13 14 years of experience, so he should, the people who are like 4 5 years of experience, right? So they should take a combined course, both of them, right? Because why you should take both course? Because like you are more experienced, so when you are more experienced, your expectation is more, right? In the monetary terms, you want to earn more package and all of that, and when you want to earn more package, it's very simple, you need to learn more, right? So for you need to basically learn both Azure data engineering and also Databricks Spark, right? So it's a combined course where you learn about everything, right? Everything means both course curriculum. So each of the course is 2 months, but the combined course goes for 4 months, right? So it's a combined course where you have an understanding of data migration and also data processing at the same time in a detailed manner, right? So you should take a combined course in that, and then combined course you will also understand, like you can also download the course curriculum from here, and then you can understand everything. It's a combined course where we learn about Unity catalog, where we learn about like 1 second. It's a yeah. So I will download the course curriculum from here. So now you can basically go to the course curriculum and then you can understand the course curriculum over here. We will learn about like data factory and then three projects. We will do 5 projects in this, and then 2 projects of Databricks, right? So we will do 5 projects, and then the people who are more experienced can basically do this particular course. Now we are recently launching the Fabric course, right? So I will open this Fabric course. Now, who should take this Fabric course? So suppose if you have already, if you're working in Power BI, for example, right? So because the Fabric is um, basically very closely integrated with Power BI. So if you are from Power BI background, for example, or if you are like, if you have some sort of a data processing understanding already, like you know what is data migration a bit, you know what is like data processing a bit, right? So you have a basic understanding, and then you want to prepare for future. So our Fabric will be very trendy in 2 to 3 years, right? So you should learn data Fabric in that case. Like it's basically like Fabric is a recently launched tool, right? So you can basically learn Fabric in that case. Like this course is fully taught in Fabric, right? We will just so here Fabric has a data factory component as well. Fabric has a data the Synapse component as well. So we will learn everything in Fabric. We will not touch data factory, will not open anything like Databricks and all of that. We'll learn everything in Fabric in this particular course curriculum, right? So this course curriculum requires a basic knowledge of SQL and Python as well, because we will learn everything in Fabric. And then this course is for someone who is looking for a particularly a Fabric course and who wants to prepare for after 2 to 3 years, or you already have a Fabric project in your company, and then you want to learn everything in Fabric, right? So you can take up this particular course in that case, and then you can also like understand the course curriculum over here. I will just open this and then you can understand the course curriculum over here. So yeah, so in this particular course curriculum, this is like overview of Fabric licenses, lakehouse concepts, and then data factory concepts. So everything in Fabric, right? Everything in Fabric. So this is about the Fabric course, right? So Will, do you want to talk about it for some time, so that like what are the projects we will do here, and then so this particular course will be taught by Will. So Will, you want to talk about this for some
Yeah,
time?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, like why we need Fabric, and then let me explain a little bit why we need Fabric, and what is Microsoft Fabric, and who will be learning it. So that let us understand a little bit on basic level. So it's easier for everyone to understand this. So we know that in organization they have analytics, they have machine learning, they have data platforms. So why the data platforms? So for example, you can see this is a data platform. In any organizations, when they want to do analytics or they are doing machine learning, AI, all this stuff, right? They have a modern data platform. So what in the modern data platform they do? They collect from various sources and they ingest the data, bring it to data lake, data warehouse, lakehouse architecture, and then they process the data, and the consumers are your analytical tool, business intelligence tools, or machine learning tools, or the consumers. So this is a data platform which is there in all the organizations. And this data platform can be built in AWS, can be built in Azure, or can be built in Google Cloud. Like that, you can build it in different platforms, in cloud platform. So at present, the companies already have data platform, and there are a lot of challenges are there because they have multiple tools integrated and multiple services, and then they are paying for everything. So for ingestion layer, they use some tools, they use ADF, they use Spark there, they use Databricks. And for data warehouse, they buy Snowflake and then they use Snowflake, or they buy Snaps and then they use Snaps. And data lake, they have data lake separately, and then they pay separately for storage layer. So like that, companies are paying separate money for individual services, and the teams are handling the governance is difficult. Managing the data is very difficult. That is why data platforms, even though it's going to help in a centralized way, but maintenance and then governance is difficult in organization. That problem is what Fabric is trying to solve. What they are trying to do is they are trying to build one integrated platform on a SaaS model, and this platform helps you to bring all your analytical thing into one layer, and you pay only one price here. You don't have to pay separately, right? Whereas if you see in the current system, right, you pay separately for data engineering, you pay separately for storage, you pay separately for warehouse, lakehouse architecture, Power BI, you pay everything separately. But with Fabric, what they say is you are going to pay only for one license cost. This is a complete platform, you pay only one, and you can use all the services. That is the intention of bringing Fabric. Where it helps enterprise, they can focus on their applications. They don't have to focus on infrastructure, right? They don't have to manage multiple products. They don't have to maintain multiple framework in organization. That is what Fabric helps you. So company can focus on different data pipelines. They can build different data products on this architecture. That is the intention. What it is going to replace, if you see here, so for in Microsoft, like in Azure, we have a data factory. You have Azure AI, you have Power BI, and you have Databricks, like different services are there, which we paid separately. In organization, we pay separately bill for Databricks, we pay for Power BI, we pay for Azure AI, like that, this different bills are paid. But this everything is combined to one platform. So I pay only one. So I save a lot of money here, and it's easier to manage. All the data is centralized now. So it's easier for my team to work. That is the purpose of Microsoft Fabric. What they did is they made a one platform, especially for analytics and then machine learning AI, for a centralized platform where multiple teams can work together. And everything is built on top of one lake. One lake is nothing but a cloud-based storage where you can put the data and then share it across multiple groups, business group, and then use the data. That is what Fabric is going to allow you. So I can use here, I can use data warehouse, I can use data lake, I can build Lakehouse architecture. So I can build all the data engineering component, and I can build different data analytics component on this link. That is what Fabric is. Okay, so here we are going to cover, so the projects, right? For this course, we'll be covering two projects. One is how to build a medallion architecture, like multi-hop architecture in Fabric. So building a Legos architecture on the Fabric, which we will be doing end to end. That means from sourcing, ingestion, raw data, transformations, presentations, and then Power BI integration. So we are going to do everything. So we are going to use all the Fabric services here. We are going to use all the individual services here. If you see here, we are going to use data engineering service, data factory, and then data warehouse also, and Power BI also. So, and then we'll be using real-time analytics. So we are going to use different services here. And then we are going to achieve this. The other project is retail system, which is a migration project. The current one, which is there in Synapses, we are trying to migrate to Fabric. So this again is a migration project, which currently is happening in different companies because companies want to migrate from the existing analytical architecture in Azure to Fabric. So that we are going to cover it in this course. So we are going to cover two projects. One is end-to-end medallion architecture, which is building a Lakos on Fabric. Other one is a migration, which is converting the existing analytical architecture to Fabric. That is what we are going to do. So any question on the Fabric? Okay, Abhishek, that's it from me, Abhishek. You can take it.
Okay, all right. Uh, all right. I will share my screen. I think now I can share my screen. All right. So this is about the different course curriculum, right? So and then we have a recorded material for that. So just to give you the summary about everything now, right? So I will open and then I will try to give the summary about everything what we spoke. So now we have these courses which I talk about, right? We have the data engineering course. We have give me a moment. All right, so we have like these courses which I spoke about. So we have a Azure Data Engineering course. They provide you 3 years of experience. Then you have like a Databricks course which also provides you the 3 years of experience. Then you have a combined course. Then if somebody wants to learn like particularly Fabric itself, we have that course as well. What will be taught in this particular data engineering course curriculum? We talk about Data Factory, Databricks, Synapse Analytics, and also Fabric, right? We will talk about that as well. And then in Databricks, we'll talk about like Databricks and Spark in detailed manner. In combined course, we learn about both. In Fabric, we learn about like all the components, the data factory and other things in Fabric workspace itself, right? So number of projects is 3 projects, 2 projects, 5 projects, 2 projects here as well. Then what is the benefit? You learn about data migration, you learn about full load, delta load, you do one-to-one project, you learn about ADF, Databricks, Synapse, Fabric, all of that you learn, right? And then you have a database course curriculum. Then in combine you learn both. It Fabric is more about the futuristic the course, right? And then also you prepare about PL 700. You do a migration project from Data Factory to Fabric space, right? Who can do this particular course curriculum? Anyone can do this course curriculum because we are teaching everything from the scratch. Data engineering, and then for Databricks, you need a basic knowledge of SQL and Python. For combined course as well, you can do everything, right? But in the combined course, we learn about data engineering first, and then we learn about data fabrics. Fabric course should be taken by someone who has a SQL and Python understanding, or you have a ETL understanding a little bit, or you are from Power BI background, then also you can take up this particular course curriculum. The salary expectation is you can get up to 15 to 20 LPA in this data engineering, and Databricks also 15 to 20 LPA, and then in combined course you can get more than 20 to 25 LPA. So if your expectation is more than this, then you should do a combined course. Fabric course also like a 2 3 years experience it can provide you. It can also like provide you the package up to this particular salary bracket, right? Now when we are
जल्दी
starting
ही
this
निकल
course,
जाएंगे
guys, please mute
इन लोग
yourself.
का लंच टाइम हो जाएगा
All right, so now coming to the when we are starting the course curriculum, right? So we are starting the data engineering course curriculum from 21st of March 8 p.m. IST. Data bricks from 29th March, it is a weekend class. the data engineering class is a weekday class, except Wednesday and weekend, everyday class will happen, right? So Fabric course we are starting on weekend from 29th of March. For 2 months this course will go, and the timing is 9 p.m. 9 a.m. IST. And then the Databricks and Spark course curriculum, you can take the recording with the doubt session, right? So the batch will start in April, right? Not now, but you can take the recording for now for Databricks and Spark course curriculum, right? If you're interested in Databricks and Spark, you can take the recording in that case. That you can do, right? And in the combined course curriculum, yeah, so you have like in the combined course curriculum as well, we will start from 21st of March 8 p.m. IST. First we'll learn Azure data engineering, and then we will learn about Databricks and Spark, right? So this is about the course difference and everything. Now if you have any question related to any doubt, if you have related to this, you can ask, like around all the course curriculum. If you have any doubt or if you're confused which what to take, I can probably suggest you in that case. And I hope the things are clear, but if it is not clear, you can tell me. Anybody has any question, guys?
Hi Abhishek, this is Suhasini.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I have currently 3.5 years experience on kind of production support, and I know basic knowledge on SQL and Python.
Mm-hmm.
So, which course do you suggest for me to learn? Yeah, I wanted to move as a data engineer.
So you are in India?
Yeah.
Okay. And then like so if your expectation is more than 20 LPA, then you should take a combined course. And if your expectation is less than 20 LPA, then you can take either one of them, data engineering or Spark, whatever you prefer, you can do that. So but if you can, if you can study for 4 months, give the commitment for 4 months, then I will suggest a combined course for you.
Okay. But
Okay,
I don't have
yeah.
any like practical knowledge or any hands-on on this data engineer, right? Will
Yeah,
that
so
be
if
any
you don't know,
problem
if you
after
don't know,
move the?
so here I will teach everything from scratch, like from the beginning or from zero, I will teach you everything, so it won't be an issue for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, guys, anybody has any question? Yeah.
Abhishek, I have a question.
Hi, Abhishek.
Yeah, one by one, guys. Please go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So this is Prabhu here. So I'm talking behalf of my wife. So since actually I'm also having an experience now, currently I'm working on fabric side. So my question is now, how's the industry? So that's what I need because if my wife is in a testing background, so I pushing her to do to data engineering stuff. So she's having 3 years in unit testing, but she's good at Java. In that case, if we're planning to do combined course, right? So what the market expectation? All moving to fabrics within 1 or 2 years, or else it will take 4 years to move. Market will move
They
completely.
started already moving, right? So suppose if you go
Yeah.
to the, for example, let me go to the Naukri.com profile, Naukri.com, right? So now if I go and then here if I just search Azure data engineering, for example, Azure data engineering, and then if I open the jobs, right? So suppose if I open this particular not this one, but if you open, like suppose let me open some sort of a job description. So if you see like Azure Databricks, and then so here the Fabric is not written, but suppose if you open like here, if you just type Azure Microsoft Fabric, for example, Azure Microsoft Fabric over here, Microsoft Fabric, you will see job opening for that as well, right? So here if you go, here you can see that there are many job opening for only Fabric developer, Fabric developer, Fabric developer. So companies are moving to Fabric. And down the line, 2-3 years, after 2-3 years, the company will be moved to Fabric. But if you learn Data Factory, right, because that Fabric also has a your
Yeah.
Data Factory component, right? So it's not like if you learn Fabric, you are outdated, right? So you are learning Fabric as well, like Data Factory component in Fabric, that is also there. And that is why in the combined course we are covering about Fabric as well. right? From the UI perspective, how Fabric is like how you can use Fabric from the UI difference. So in the combined course also we are teaching about Fabric, and data engineering also we are teaching about Fabric. But now suppose if you want to learn everything in Fabric, right? I want to learn everything in Fabric, right? In that case, you can take a Fabric course, but there we'll talk about like the data processing part as well, data migration part as well, the Power BI part as well. So one data migration part won't be taught in very depth manner, like, so we will cover all the things in a very so we'll do one project, end-to-end project, and also we'll do the data migration project, sorry, data the migration from ETL, like data factory synapse to Fabric, how the migration can be done, that we are talking about there, because the companies are migrating to Fabric, right? So we'll talk about that, so you can choose the course accordingly.
Okay, so is it a best way is, I mean, first understanding the basic and combined course, then it will be good to move to Fabric,
Yeah,
right?
so then you can take some sort of like recording, or also you can take a live course if you want to understand in a depth manner. But we'll talk about like Fabric in the combined course as well. And then if you feel that you need a more of a Fabric understanding, then you can take a recording, and that also you can do.
Oh, understood. So in actually in Azure data engineering, we also because we have data bricks for the notebooks, right?
Mhm.
For the ETL purpose. So in that case, we also in Synapse also we have notebooks. Is that also included?
So in data engineering, we will talk about data factory in a very detailed manner. Then we will talk about Databricks, Synapse Analytics. So see, Synapse is more of a, in Synapse as well, you can write Spark and PySpark notebooks. And in Databricks as well, you can write PySpark and Spark and notebook. In
Mm,
Fabric as well, you can do.
mm, mm,
But it's a UI difference ultimately, right? So just a UI difference, but
mm,
same thing can be done in all the three places. It's just a UI difference, which, so you need to understand, here I need to click, here I need to click,
mm,
which doesn't take much amount of time. So what you should focus on is, I want to learn data processing and I want to learn data migration. This is a basic concept which you need to learn. And once you learn the basic concept in a very detailed manner, the tools won't be a problem for you, because Microsoft will not launch a new tool which can create problem for the old existing
mm,
the
mm,
developers, right? So they
mm.
create a tool in a similar kind of a UI manner which you can manage.
Oh, okay, fine. So
Okay. I
can
also suppose I haven't worked like, so I have done some sort of a project in Fabric, but when
Mhm.
I go to the Fabric, it's very easy for me to adapt, because I am very much habitual with Data Factory, Databricks, and these tools. Yes.
Oh, okay, fine. So are we covering CI/CD?
No, as I told in the beginning, CI/CD is not a job of a data engineer, so we
Okay.
don't teach CI/CD in the overall course curriculum.
Mhm.
And also, I will recommend that. So I don't want to like, suppose many of the courses you will find that, hey, I will teach CI/CD pipelines. They will write that, and they will take one class in which they talk about deployment of CI/CD pipeline. And then, to be very honest, if you take one class, go and implement CI/CD pipeline in the company, you cannot do that, because CI/CD is a separate process. Needs to be dealt separately. Needs to be done separately. That is a DevOps engineer job. So we won't be teaching you CI/CD pipeline, but we'll teach you the, from the data engineering perspective, what are the basics of DevOps, and how deployment, how the git commit, git merge, git push, cherry pick, all of that, the basic task of data engineers. Those things we will teach you. And
Oh,
also we'll talk about in a brief manner how deployment happens, but we'll not teach you the implementation of CI/CD pipeline during the course.
yeah, that's great. So my last question is like in Python library, so what kind of complex library? Like we have regex library, like the masking libraries based on the mobile numbers, right? For also
Mhm.
the PA columns and those things, and also we have something called graph library, right? So though
Mhm.
in likewise, do we have using any libraries in
Will, do you want to answer this question?
Yeah. So here we are using platform, right? So we are not going to like use any like lot of other libraries, right? So for example, if you are going to work on Fabric,
Mhm.
we are going to use ADF, which is like existing pipelines. We are going to build it, or we are going to write Spark. Spark is already having the libraries, right? So we are going to use that libraries only. We are not going to do it. And Azure ML has their own library where all the ML models will be there, part of the platforms. So it's not that we are going to you create our own framework and create doing that, right? We are going to use the one which is already there, part of Fabric and the platform.
Yeah, actually, like, I mean, is that in the curriculum itself, do we have get the better understanding? Okay, this existing library we can use for this scenario and this scenario like that. That's what I.
Yeah. That will be showing it, right? So when we are going to work on the projects, we are going to use all these libraries, the existing library, and then we are going to show it. For example, if we see the data frame APIs, right? How it works, data
Mm,
source API, how it works. So in
mm,
Spark, right, we
mm.
explain it detail and how the data operation happens, and all this thing we are going to explain it to you.
That's great. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank
Okay, yeah. So I will just show you the LMS portal because this is very, very important to understand like all the classes, how the all classes will go, right? So as I told that we'll help you with everything. So suppose you can learn everything in YouTube as well, right? Suppose somebody can go and say that Abhishek, why I will pay you? I can just go to Data Factory and then I will learn open Data Factory here. I will learn Data Factory like this, right? I can just go to Udemy and then purchase a course and learn like that from there as well, right? So what where we can assist you because we are already working in a particular domain, right? So we know. So suppose in YouTube as well you can learn, but there are many sources. You will get confused how much you should learn and which videos to watch and how to write in the resume, how to project yourself. Those things you will lack, and you can ask question from us, right? So and then in the Udemy as well, you cannot interact with the tutor and all of that. So in our course curriculum, you will learn what is basically required in real-time projects, right? So every class has a homework. After every class, we'll do the homework. After every class, we'll do the homework, and then we'll do the full load pipeline. And then we will learn about like a delta load pipeline. And then after every class, you have a homework. After every class, you have a homework, and then we do the project explanation. We do the project implementation. So suppose like this is the Databricks project which I am implementing during the class, and then you can see that it's a 2 hour recording in which I'm just like trying to show you and implement everything from the beginning, right? And then we are learning everything different, like daily we are learning different. So this 3 projects or 5 projects can be implemented in 2 to 4 months duration of time. Sometimes there is a question of a student, hey Abhishek, like how you can implement 3 projects in 2 months, because generally that project we implement in 6 7 months or 1 year 2 year in the company, because we are learning everything different and we are doing everything without any errors during like real time, because we have done it multiple times, right? So this training is provided in a very summarized manner to you. And also in the last you can see that we are also telling about like an interview preparation assignment, how to explain these projects, right? Like first you learn all the project, implement the project, then we'll explain how to explain this project, how to introduce yourself in the interviews, right? And then we'll give you the sample resume so that you can make your resume, give and then upload your resume so that we can check your resume, right? And then we give you the interview question. So it's a first project implementation, resume making, interview preparation, and then like all the optimization interview question, the company wise interview question, everything is given to you, right? So it's a full-fledged path. You are going in a right path, guided by a tutor who is working in the industry, right? So it's provided in that particular manner to you, right? All right, so this is how the learning portal of data engineering, and then similarly you can like I can just show you the learning portal for like Databricks and Spark. So suppose this is the learning portal for Databricks and Spark as well. So this is also goes in the same manner. First we do the projects, then we do the like we implement all the project, then we basically do like explain the project, interview question, and then we write the project, we give the project explanation to you so that you can write the project, right? Everything is given to you. So it's full-fledged learning in that particular manner, right? Now, this is the summary of the course. Now, the coming to the registration part of it, right? So, Azure Data Engineering course will start from 21st of March, 8 p.m. IST, 2 months except Wednesday and weekend. Every day class will be there. I go on office on Wednesday and weekend. I am a bit occupied, so I won't be taking a class on weekend. So, this Azure Data Engineering course goes for 2 months, right? 8 p.m. IST. The Databricks course will start in April, but you can get the recording right now with the doubt session is given to you, right? And then you have a combined course, right? So 20,000 rupees, which you can 40,000 rupees, right? So 21st of March, it will again starts. First, we'll learn data engineering, then we'll learn the Databricks and Spark. The Fabric course is a weekend course, and then it will be taught by Vail Morgan. He will be teaching you the Fabric. We will do 2 projects in this. And then the discounted price for today is 17,000 rupees, right? So 17,000 rupees is a discounted price for data engineering, Databricks, and Fabric. For combined courses, 30,000 rupees. You can get into 30,000 rupees. You need to pay only 10,000 rupees for data engineering, and Databricks you need to pay, like I will this is a bit wrong, I will show you in this different slide. And then for combined course, you need to pay 20,000 rupees for now for the enrollment, 10,000 rupees for data engineering, and 10,000 rupees for Fabric, right? So this is the registration process. In data engineering, you need to pay 10,000 rupees now. For Fabric as well, 10,000 rupees now. For combined course, you need to pay 20,000 rupees now, and rest you can pay once the batch starts. And once you register, we will give you the learning material so that you can start practicing till the time the batch starts, right? And for Databricks and Spark, the recording price is 8,999, but you need to pay 7,999, and then you can get the recording, right? So suppose I will just show you the recording process. Suppose here you can see the recording of like all the recording for Data Factory as well, for data engineering as well, for Apache Spark as well, for here as well. From here as well, you can purchase the recording, right? There will be the offers after the class, right? After the demo for 24 hours, there will be the offers in this recording. You can purchase the recording from the offer from the demo price. So this is the registration process. I am basically pasting the link, and then this offer is only valid till today, right? So just register for the course curriculum. We'll give you some learning materials so that you can practice, right? So I am sending the registration link over the chat. You can use the link, and then you can register for the course curriculum, the course which you want. And if you have any question after that, we will probably like answer all the question, right? So suppose this is the uh 1 second. All right, guys, I think you can use the link and then register for the course, right? And if you have any question related to anything or registration process, you can ask me now. Okay. Anybody has any question regarding the registration process, or anybody has any question regarding like any course or anything, you can ask me.
So, for Synapse, do we have sandbox environment, or how we can get an answer for connecting the Azure environment?
Yeah, so all the classes will go into the portal.azure.com. Over here, all the classes will go. And then you will basically, you can create the subscription for 1 month for free over here by using your credit card or a debit card. And after a month, you need to pay around like 1,500 rupees to 1,000 rupees a month. And then you can manage with your subscription. I can show you my subscription. So like it gives you 1 month of free subscription, and after that you can upgrade your account to pay as you go, in which you need to pay like 1,500 rupees to 1,000 rupees a month. So if I show you my subscription over here, I am also using a pay as you go subscription, but I take many classes, and then I am teaching as well. I'm doing some mock POC, but it won't be this much for you. Like it's 3,000 rupees, and then for a few months I am just doing some projects. That is why it's a bit more. But it's generally like for me it's a bit more, but it's generally like 1,000 rupees to 1,500 rupees a month. And if you want to mitigate that, you can also like create another account with another credit card. That also you can do.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys. Anybody has any question regarding the registration process or anything, you can tell me now.
Hi Abhishek, Vikas this side.
Yeah.
So Abhishek, I have more than 2 years of experience in data engineering. So what should I expect from the combined course? Like, how will it help me? Like, uh, companies are asking scenario-based questions, and currently they are not hiring like data engineers having uh, 3 to 4 3 to 4 years of experience. So will you guide, will you support also in giving us referrals or some support?
So suppose if I go to this, right? So suppose if I open um Like suppose in the project, we also tell you about the scenario-based question, and then generally the technical challenges. In the interview, people will ask you what are the technical challenges you have faced in the project. That also will tell you. We also give you some scenario-based question that is also given to you, so that you can answer those questions. But I understand your point, and also understand from our side that scenario-based question is more of a like giving multiple interviews, trying to understand what is been asked, and then reaching back to us. So it's more of a like going to the interview, then only you can figure out, because scenario is being created by a particular person which cannot be estimated. But the estimated scenario based question will tell you in the classes, but it's more on a how much you practice, and then more on a how you basically go to the interview and then give multiple interviews, be confident about it. That is how it will work. But we will take a particular classes in which we will handle the scenario based question. Now coming to the referrals and everything. So suppose if I go to my LinkedIn network, I have like people and then good following from the data engineering background. So if I scroll my feed, right, I see many openings generally in the data engineering background that I will share in the group. So I do have a so if I show you, I do have like this. So suppose in this alumni group which I have, like in which I have all the tutors. So suppose here the openings are daily, we are sharing some sort of opening here. This I recently got an opening which I share. So whatever openings I get, I generally share in the group, and then people apply from there. But it's like I get it and then I share. It's not guaranteed that in month I will share 10 openings or something like that. Whatever I get, I will share it across. Okay.
Okay, Abhishek. And regarding the package, we should expect, you mentioned that for combined course, we should expect more than 20. So is it a case with 2 years of experience, or it is like having
So
some
if your
NDC?
expectation is more than 20-25 LP, you can do a combined course. So many of the students have done the combined course and cracked up to that particular package. So suppose if I go over here in this, so here you can see this Just Karan, who also took a combined course working with Codeforge, and he got like a very good salary hike from the combined course itself. So it's doable. You can also do it.
Okay, thanks.
All right, guys. So please use the link in the chat and register for the course curriculum. I will again highlight, for the combined course, you need to pay 20,000 rupees. For data engineering and fabric, you need to pay 17,000 rupees only. And then for the recorded course, right, which is Databricks course, you need to pay 7,999, and then you can register for the course. This is the link. And if you want to purchase any other recording, right, if you want to purchase a combined course recording or a data engineering recording and all of that, you can go to the website and then you can purchase the recording directly from here. That also you can do. And if you have any question, I'm still here. You can answer. You can ask me regarding if you have any confusion regarding the course or anything of that sort.
Yeah, hi Abhishek.
Hmm.
Uh,
Actually, if someone is working on a particularly different kind of stacks, like someone is in software testing for like 3 years or 4 years, and someone having no experience, do company consider them as a freshers? For a guy who have the experience of like 3 years in a different domain
So
for a data
suppose,
engineering job role.
yeah, so what generally people do is, so suppose in which company you're working right now?
No, I'm currently a fresher, recently grad in EC BTech.
Okay, so suppose, so I'm just giving the previous question which you asked. So suppose if I am like some other domain for 3 years, like suppose I am working in a support job in TCS, for example, and I have 3 years of experience, for example. So in that case, what we will do, we generally do is the person will do the project with us, right? So the project which we are saying that we will do, and then in the resume they say that in the current company they have done a data engineering project, not like a previous, the suppose a support project which they have done. They tell that they have done the data engineering project, and you're not doing something wrong, right? You're just telling that you have done this particular project, you are answering the interview question, you are giving multiple interviews, you are clearing that, and you have actually done the project. You're just saying that you have done the project in the company, that's all. So this is how the people generally do. So they do the project
Yeah,
with
yeah,
us, but
totally.
they write the project in their current company. That is how they do.
Yeah, I get it now.
Mm.
Do you think that it would be hard to crack a job as a fresher in data engineering role? Like I can give like 8 to 10 hours
So
daily.
nothing is easy in this world, to be honest. Everything
Mm-hmm.
is hard, and then if you're a fresher, it will be hard, but it is doable. Okay. So I will not say it's easy or something like that. So it's not easy in any of the fields. So suppose if you go and search a job as a front-end developer as well, then also you'll face a difficulty because you're a fresher. So getting a job as a fresher is difficult, but it's doable. It's if you follow in a focused path for a 6 7 months duration of time, and then if you learn, if you give your time, then it's doable.
Okay, so considering I'm a fresher, Azure data engineering would be a perfect course for me, right?
Yeah, Azure data engineering course will be the perfect course for you.
Okay, and classes would be live at
Live
7:30
class.
p.m.
Yeah,
IST.
7:30. Yes.
Okay, okay, okay.
Hi Abhishek, Palash here.
Mm-hmm,
I recently told you about my experience. So
mm-hmm.
I have 1.5 year of experience in SQL and little bit knowledge about Python. So which course should I take?
So how much experience you have?
1.5 and 2 years of experience.
And then you have a like which background?
So I'm basically working as a data analyst. I mean,
Data analyst.
working on SAS. Yeah,
Okay. And so and then you have 2 years of experience, right? And then you know SQL Python, right?
yeah. Not too much. Python is not too much, but yeah, I know SQL.
And your day-to-day job is more on a data processing side.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So you can take either a Fabric course because you have 2 years of experience. So what you can do learn Fabric. You can basically do projects in Fabric, and then you can say that Fabric recently joined launched, so you can project your through 8 years of experience in Fabric itself, or you can do a data engineering course. Either one of them you can choose and you do it.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Hey, hi, Abhi.
Yeah, hi Abhishek.
Samba here. So
Samba.
currently my background is Power BI background, Power BI, Excel, and Power Automate. Okay.
Fabric.
Uh,
For you, Fabric.
अच्छा, okay.
Because you are from Power BI background, right? So for Power BI background, it's Fabric is perfect course for them. So anybody who is here and from Power BI background, I automatically suggest them a Fabric course. That's the best course for you.
Okay, yeah. Currently, I'm closely work with the data lake team. I know data breaks, how it works. How to read the data and how to write the data.
Mhm.
So my aim is to learn. Data breaks. In depth data breaks, data factory like that.
So what you can
So
do is you can do Fabric plus Databricks. That also you can do.
okay,
Okay.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And then if you want to do Fabric plus Databricks, that will also go for 4 months because 2 months you learn Fabric and 2 months you learn the Databricks and Spark. So in that case, you can also just like pay in the combined course itself, and I will consider you that you paid for combined course, which is Fabric plus Databricks course. Okay, which is not there in the
Yeah,
website, but we can do that. Okay, no problem.
yeah. Okay, okay. Thank you.
All right, guys. Anybody has any other question? I'm still here, guys. If you have any question, but this particular offer is only valid till today. So please use the link which is there in the chat and register for the course curriculum. And if you have any doubt regarding anything, you can ask me now. All right, guys. If there is no doubt, yes, go ahead.
What is the session duration? Like every
1 to 1.5 month. Sorry, 1 to 1.5 hour.
Okay, sure.
All
Thank
right,
you.
guys.
Evening or
Thank you. Sorry,
evening only.
evening or morning. So 7:30 p.m. IST is the timing, and then like 8 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. IST is the timing for data engineering combined course. For fabric, it's 9 a.m. in the morning. It's a weekend batch. Okay. All right, guys, and I think people. So, guys, please carry on with the match. This match is also going very interesting now. I think so. So, I will not take much of your time. Now, if you want to register, please register for the course curriculum, and then please enjoy the match. I think they need like 21 run in 24 balls. Then, whosoever is watching the match as well in the side while listening to me. So, sorry for that. But, anyways, continue with the match. And then see you around, guys, if you're registering for the course curriculum. And if you have any question, you can anyways ping me or ask me as well in the chat. And I think you have my WhatsApp number already. This is written in the website. Sorry, written over here, right? So just ping me if you have any question. Register for the course curriculum. This particular offer is valid only till today. So register for it and then see you around. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.